Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Now and Then Some podcast with Robin and Kaley. I'm your host, Robin.
And I'm your other host, Kaley.
And here we talk about everything from now and then.
And then some.
That's right. And what are we talking about this week, Kales?
Well, I went to the lovely Lake Jackson again.
Love it.
For Easter weekend. And my family always does a little crawfish boil on the Saturday before Easter.
Fun.
And so we did that again. That was my first time having crawfish this year.
Nice.
Apparently with all the weather sitch of the world, crawfish are in really low availability. So the prices are jacked all the way up.
Crawfish shortage.
A crawfish shortage?
That's hard to say.
Yes, there's a crawfish shortage. Wow.
Yeah.
But we did it anyway. Dad was kind of debating, and he did it. Had some cornhole peeps over, a couple of my friends over.
Fun.
Played a lot of cornhole.
I'll bet.
You know how I do.
That's right.
That was fun, and the crawfish were delish.
I can't do the crawfish.
Really?
It's just not my cup of tea.
But let me ask why. Is it all the work that goes into it? Is it the spice?
It's mainly the spice, because if I don't mind doing a little bit of the work, but normally when I have gone to them, Nate does most of the work and he just makes me a little pile.
How kind.
But they're usually too spicy.
Okay. My dad's weren't super spicy, which I liked because I don't like when they're too spicy.
Yeah.
Like I want to enjoy eating my crawfish. A hint of spice is perfect for me. I've just been doing it my whole life. When I said it, I had a couple people that I was going to go to a crawfish boil at home. They were like, "You're really going to sit there and like peel them?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like you could blindfold me and I could peel 100 crawfish in 60 seconds probably. Like it's just like
suck the heads.
No, not really.
Yeah.
I will do like one or two just to like check out the flavor sitch.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing it every one.
Grosses me out to think about.
It's not an attractive thing to do,
Like,
but you know. Anyway, so the crawfish was delish.
Fun.
I also rewatched A League of Their Own. It was on. Yeah, it was on. And me, mom, and dad were chilling one night and I put it on. And my whole family loves that movie.
Yeah.
So like my dad was 100% fine with watching it. My mom was 100% fine with watching it.
I mean, who wouldn't be? You'd have to be a very sad person to not enjoy that movie.
We just love it.
It's the best.
It's the best. But then I'm literally like tearing up.
Yeah.
I've seen this movie a million times.
Right.
I'm like, I know I'm like a sensitive Sally, but it's getting worse. I turned 30 and it's worse. What is that?
I think that, yeah.
Like,
I think I've gotten more sensitive
up
to movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll tear up at a commercial.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. My mom is the same way and it's getting worse for me. And I'm like, oh God, what am I going to be in like 10, 20 years? It's going to be real bad.
Lots of tears.
Yes. Lots of tears. And then also my Astros.
Yeah.
Are back in full swing. Baseball season is here. I'm going to a game next weekend, actually. I'm very excited about it.
Awesome.
But we had a little bit of a slow start. We lost the first 4 games.
4
in a row, baby.
Ooh.
Now, there are 162 games in a baseball season. So
there's 162 games.
Fun fact for you, there's 162 games.
That is wild.
In a baseball season. So
that's too many games.
Yeah, losing 4, whatever. We turned it around. We look a lot better now, thank God.
Yeah.
But I wanted to call out Ronel Blanco on our team. He threw his first no-hitter the other night.
Wow, way to go, Blanco.
Yes, and it was really cool because that morning he was in the hospital all morning. His baby was being born. And then they were like, he spent like the first half of the day in the hospital with his wife and baby being born. And then he had to go pitch that night and threw a no-hitter.
That is crazy.
Isn't it?
I bet his wife was like, okay, come back soon.
It was like the cutest, sweetest thing
He's
ever.
like, no, I need to get back to the hospital, so y'all ain't getting on base.
Yeah, it was like, seriously the cutest, sweetest thing. He was so,
let's wrap this up.
He was so smiley. It was just.
That's amazing.
It was amazing.
Good for him.
I wanted to call that out.
Good for him. That's really cool.
And Robin, we've got some exciting news.
We do have some exciting news. So as y'all know, we're big fans of Chicks in the Office.
Love y'all.
And they do a trivia segment every Friday now called Beat Rhea and Fran. And we've been saying for years that we should try to get on it because you just email producer Noah and, make your case. And I think it helps if you've met them at live shows. Yeah. They know you a little bit. But they also do listener submitted questions. And one day, maybe, a couple weeks ago, I was watching iCarly with Sawyer. And I was like, ooh, that'd be a great trivia question. It's, what is Spencer's nemesis name? And it's a little boy. and his little brother. But the answer is Chuck.
Okay.
And his little brother Chip. But I just put in the subject line, random trivia question, sent it to Noah. And I was like, oh, by the way, we'd love to do trivia. I've been meaning to ask you. You know, talked a little bit about our age difference and how we cover a plethora of topics as far as our knowledge. You know, you're more Disney Channel girly, High School Musical. I'm more Bravo. We both like reality TV, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And the other day, I was not expecting to get a response.
Also, their trivia show, why she sent in iCarly is because that's what they do. They do like our nostalgic childhood stuff. They do like all pop culture, music, movies. It's like right up our alley.
Really, a little bit of everything. Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So, and they do listener submitted questions. I don't know if I mentioned that, but he responded, and
Producer Noah.
Yep. And I got it a couple days ago. It's like 6:45 p.m. And I immediately, so I responded to his email and I said, the way I almost just choked on my wine, we are 1000% in. Thanks, Noah, or whatever. And so I'll tell you, we'll get to when this is happening. So I respond to Noah and I'm like, okay, I CC Kaley. And I'm thinking she's going to check her email. What if she gets notifications that she's got a new email? So let me FaceTime her real quick because I want to see her face. And I was like, no, because then if I FaceTime her, I can't see her reaction because when you swipe away, the camera goes blurry. So I shot her like a message on this other messaging app. And so that I could see her face. And she's like, what is happening right now? And I was like, get on here, turn on your camera. And you were not loving that idea.
Yeah, she texts me and she's like, get on this meeting. And I'm like, get on this meeting. It's nighttime.
Yeah.
Like, I was so confused. And she's like, now, hurry. I'm like, I just got out of the shower. Like, I was literally in a towel. I'm like, okay, let me put some clothes on and no context. And I'm thinking something bad is going on. What is going on?
Yeah.
Then I get on no camera and Robin's like, turn on your camera. And I'm like, okay, well, there's no one else on this meeting except for Robin. Surely it's safe I get on camera with my wet hair and my pajamas. And then I get on.
And I'm like, go check your email, go check your email.
Yeah.
And she's reading it. She's like, okay. And so Noah had written back, I know it's far out, but I can get y'all on January 30th, 2025 at 12:30 p.m.
A casual 9 months out.
Just 9 months from now, we will be on the Chicks doing trivia.
Y'all mark your calendars.
Yes.
For that week, we're on the Chicks trivia show.
We're so excited. You know, celebrations were happening throughout the house. Everybody's very happy for us.
I was so pumped. I like read the email and I saw like in Ives at Barstool and I was like, oh my God, it's Noah.
I was walking around the house like, gonna be on the Chicks.
So cool. So we're very excited, but we also, you never know, could get slotted in earlier. Yeah. If someone doesn't show up or drops out, maybe they pick us from the queue. And
could be. We got to start doing our research, our studying.
Yeah, we're going to try to study all the different topics so that when we do get on there, even if it's 9 months from now, we're prepped and prepared because we're trying to beat them.
It would be amazing. Not very many people have. I said, we might lose horribly, but I promise you we'll be wildly entertaining.
Yes, we will. And also we won't lose horribly. If you've got the Bravo questions, I really feel confident on all the others.
Okay.
I really do because, you know, I listen and I feel like I know most of the questions.
Yeah.
So I think we would do great. I'm very excited.
So mark your calendars.
Yeah. Okay. One other thing that I want to talk about.
Yes.
How do I talk about this? Okay. When I was home, my mom is like, I got to show you something. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, I heard about this from someone who used to live in the UK and this show that came on like primetime television in the UK. And she's like, it's called Naked Attraction.
Oh, I've heard of this.
And she's like describing it to me. So she's like, you know, it's a woman or a man comes on or a couple comes on looking for a third, whatever it is. And whatever sex that they're into, whatever gender they're into is who is displayed for them butt ass naked to choose from.
Yeah.
It starts out, it's like, okay, let's say it's a guy that walks in and he's into women. He walks in, there's 5 like tubes and they're in the like this lit up tube and the garage door opens right to their waist. And all it is vagina.
Oh my gosh.
That's all you see is 5 tubes of their freaking vaginas.
That is bizarre.
I was like, this is on television, like prime time. You know, in the UK, they don't give a shit about that stuff.
No, they don't have censorship like we
And
do.
my mom was describing this to me, and I'm like, there's no, like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
She's like, we're going to watch an episode. I'm scarred. Literally lit up from the waist down.
Yeah.
And then him and the host, this lady, she has no filter. She's commenting on every little thing.
Ooh.
And I'm like, how also the ballsy people that go on the show that put themselves out there like
literally
that.
ballsy.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. So then they walk up and they like inspect and they comment. No, Robin, I'm literally sweating even talking about this. I was mortified.
Your dad wasn't there, was he?
No, God. I told my mom, I said, if dad walks in the store, you shut it off immediately. Like, that's not even up for discussion. I was like, I can't do it.
No.
And so then he eliminates one of them just based on waist down.
Yeah.
So then.
God, to be that person.
I know. Because literally, it's fully based on your.
Yeah.
And so they eliminate her, and then the tube comes up, and you see her fully. She walks out butt ass naked, and she hugs the guy. She's butt ass naked. He's fully clothed.
Weird.
And then they zoom in on her walking out naked.
Oh my gosh.
And then the next level, it goes up to their chest.
Oh.
So then he gets to eliminate one more based chest up.
Oh.
Then same thing goes up to their full bodies. Then he eliminates another one based on full bodies. Then he has like a quick chat with the two that are left. And then he goes on a date with one of them.
Yeah.
And they like show the date or whatever. And then they show them like a few months later if they're still dating, still in touch, how the date went, da-da-da-da-da. But I only watched like a couple like circumstances because I think there's like 4 or 5 that do it on one episode. I think I watched 2 and I was like, I can't.
No,
like I was like, Mom, please turn it off. Like I can't do it.
I feel
and then it's the other way too. So imagine 5 dicks lit
no,
up.
Thanks.
Up there. I don't want to see any of that. Like,
no.
I'm being very, like,
no.
I don't want to stare at vaginas. I don't want to stare at dicks.
I feel like the woman that he chooses should have to get to inspect his goodies.
Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot about that. When it's the 2 women left, I think, he just completely strips down.
Yeah.
So now he's butt-ass naked while they're butt-ass naked. They could be like,
no thanks, right?
Yeah, if they don't want to go, which I didn't see that happen. But again, I only watched a couple because
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do this. But yeah, so then he has to fully strip down.
Oh my God.
And then they go on the date fully clothed. Normal.
Yeah.
But
that's a thing.
I'm like, first off, the fact that there's multiple seasons, that they found this many people that are willing to put themselves out there like that and get ripped apart.
Imagine if you found out that one of your friends was on that.
Oh,
I don't think I'd want to watch.
No. Oh, me neither. No. No. I mean, I will never watch it again.
Yeah.
But like, I know my mom had told some of her friends about it and they're like so into it and think it's the funniest thing ever.
It's funny. I've never seen it.
So mortified. Don't watch it.
I have no desire to watch that.
No.
Imagine if my kids walked in, that's on the TV.
It was, no. Robin, it was so bad. But I was like, this is scarred in my brain. I have to talk about this.
Yeah.
So there's that.
I'm so glad you brought that to the podcast.
Yes. I'm so glad I could bring it here. So if that's what you're into.
I mean, we're not yucking your yum.
It's called Naked Attraction.
Might get some new watchers, new viewers. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I had one more thing.
What?
While I was home.
Uh-huh.
That my mom also made me watch.
What?
That she's like actually watching. She doesn't actually watch.
The other one. Yeah.
She actually watches Farmer Wants a Wife.
Mm-mm.
Farmer Wants a Wife. We watched multiple episodes of Farmer Wants a Wife.
Is it about a farmer who wants a wife?
It's a farmer that lives in like on a remote farm.
Yeah.
And it's like a dating show. And like what the season we were watching is like multiple farmers. There was like 4 or 5 and it had like all their different storylines and the women that wanted to date them. And they go visit them on the farm and try out the farm life, you know.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone. Also, the girls that are on the show, it ain't for them. Most of them, I would say 90% are like prissy and influencery and just like very, I'm like, y'all are just on here to be on TV. I mean, them trying to do anything on a farm, I was mortified. Like, just no.
That's kind of annoying.
It was annoying. I was like, Mom, where are the normies? And there are a couple. Like, pretty much each farmer has at least one normie in the group, but the rest of the girls are awful.
So
I'm always
get married?
Cheering for the normie. I didn't finish the season with Mom. I only watched like 3 or 4 episodes.
What's it on?
Netflix.
Okay.
I believe Farmer Wants a Wife's on Netflix.
That feels nice and wholesome.
Yeah, so if you're into that.
Wow, really just ran the gamut there of
you know, Lake Jackson's really got a lot to offer me when
Farmer
I come
Wants
home.
a Wife and then
Farmer Wants a
balls.
Wife. And then, yeah.
A
ridiculous.
smorgasbord of balls.
Okay, that's all I had to talk about in this intro, I think.
A smorgasball.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I just pictured them in my brain again. No.
There's more puns to be had there, but
Oh, Robin.
not firing on all cylinders. That really stunned me.
It's awful. Don't look it up. It's awful.
I feel like I have to now.
Oh, God.
And that's my rec.
Could you imagine if I had that in the rec section?
Oh my
No
God.
shot.
So funny.
All right. You ready to get into it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the and then.
Let's do it.
All right. My and then
Okay.
is a band.
Mm-hmm.
Simple Plan.
Yeah. Rings a bell.
That emo,
Yeah.
like rock situation
Mm-hmm.
from back in the day, from like the
What is their
like
song?
late 90s, early 2000s. Have you ever felt like breaking down? Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Like somehow you just don't belong and no one understands you. Welcome to my life.
Kinda.
Or I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare.
Yeah, that one rings more of a
That
bell.
one is in Cheaper by the Dozen.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I was going to do like the whole like emo like phase, but then I was like,
Yeah.
no, Simple Plan is like one that's like burned in my brain.
Tell me this.
Oh.
Were you into Dashboard Confessional?
I do know Dashboard Confessional.
See, that was my version of this.
I know them, but I wasn't like,
Oh my God, I was
zoned.
so into Dashboard. Just like one album for a while, like what was pillows in their cases. One of those is mine. That was always the quote that we would sing.
I love that like emo.
I could get down with some Dashboard Confessional. That sounds lovely.
I'm not going to lie. I still listen to Simple Plan every now and then. When that's my mood,
Yeah.
their other one is Perfect. I'm going to have you go check them out.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm just a kid and welcome to my life.
I had a different and then, but that reminds me the other day I listened to, because I wanted to show Sawyer.
Oh, yeah.
Iconic music video.
Yeah.
Vanessa Carlton.
Oh, yeah.
Making my way downtown.
It's in White Chicks, right?
You probably.
Terry Crews and White Chicks, I think.
Oh, nice.
Like jams that.
Oh, yeah. God, I love Terry Crews. Blending.
He's hilarious.
So I listened to that whole album and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how into this album I was. Like I knew all the songs and I wrote it down for another future. And then I don't have my notes with me, but oh my gosh, like every single song, I knew all the words. I think it was the summer before my sophomore year of high school.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so
Good
good.
times.
I love listening to old albums like that you've just kind of forgot about.
See,
for
now
whatever
you're
reason.
making me think, and then I'm thinking Michelle Branch.
Yes, Michelle
Branch.
I was very into Michelle Branch as
I
well.
still listen to Michelle Branch sometimes when
Yeah.
I'm in that mode. Oh, she's got some jams.
Yeah.
Jams.
Love it. I love it.
So that's my, and then because I was jamming it the other day and I was like, oh, I'm bringing this up because it's still hits, and it was hitting back then when I was an emotional teenager.
Very emotional. All the feels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my and then officially is pogs.
What?
What?
Are you saying
Pogs.
Pods?
Pogs. Pogs. You have never heard of pogs?
Off the top of my head, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Want to take a guess?
No, Pogs.
Pogs. Slammer.
Slammer? What? I don't know what you're doing. That wasn't a hint?
Okay, so in the 90s,
Okay.
there was this game, I guess you would call it, but people would collect them. So you had like a pog collection.
What is a Pog?
Okay, so a pog,
Robin, can you just tell me what
a
it is?
pog is a collectible little cardboard disc that's like this big
Okay.
and thin.
Okay.
And it has designs on it. And so they're collectible, right? So you would get like a 10-pack, the new limited edition, like 20-pack of the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes, like just came out. Oh my God, did you get it? And then they make, some were shiny, like hologram looking. And then a slammer was like a bigger, thicker one made out of metal that you would, you guessed it, slam down on the table surface. So you would like, I don't remember these specific rules. I probably should have looked at the specific rules. So you would like battle someone.
Oh.
So you would like have your stacks and you would like stack them, keep stacking them based on some rules of the game. And then you would slam your slammer down and whichever ones fell, you got to keep.
You would take people's
Yes.
Pogs.
Pogs. Plural. The plural of pog is pogs.
Pogs. Okay.
So it was really exciting when you got a new slammer, like a really cool slammer. You'd show them off to your friends. I don't know if everyone played for keeps, but we did. So you couldn't get too attached to your limited edition or your new shiny one or your whatever because your friend could win it the next day.
It's like Pokemon cards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you'd have, check out my cool pogs.
Uh-huh.
Because you had a bunch in the batch that were just like, meh.
That
those
you were
like
willing to lose in the game.
Yeah, those are your workhorses, you know.
Okay.
But you got to be real careful with who you played against, the special ones. You don't want to be too slippery.
Interesting.
So I'm probably butchering the rules, but it was something like that. And it was a flash in the pan. Like it was not something that lasted very long.
Yeah, because usually when you mention stuff, I can somehow remember something. This isn't ringing one bell.
I want to say it was popular for like a summer or like a year, maybe 2 max. I'd have to look it up. I probably should do research before talking about these things, but it's more fun when I can't remember it. Yeah,
it's really more fun when Robin's like, "What was that name again?" Or "What was that like?"
How do you do this again? But yeah, they definitely had a moment. I would say late 90s, like mid to late 90s. If I had to guess, like 95, 96.
Yeah, I was just a little babe.
Yeah,
so I don't.
When I was like 10.
Yeah. I'm going to do a little research after this to look up what these things look like.
I'm surprised. I feel like everything comes back around again. Like there's no unique ideas or experiences as we discovered.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't made a little resurgence with all the 90s fashion and people getting back into 90s bands and stuff like that. Surprising.
Pogs.
I think I just manifested it.
I think I'm going to have to go check it out.
We might have to make some now and then some logo pogs.
Pogs?
I was thinking today we should make shirts.
Would y'all like some shirts?
Because I was wearing my Miss Peaches shirt at the kids.
I love the Miss Peaches shirt.
The kids' school event fundraiser thing. And someone came up to me and they were like, "Oh my God, Miss Peaches." And we talked about it. And I was like, that would be cool if I had our podcast name. That would be
very cool.
Like it just has like the logo on the front and then says our podcast name on the back with our little
fun.
That way, like people can come up and ask about it. It's a thing to talk about. Maybe get some new listeners.
Well, let's do it.
Yeah. And then if y'all want some,
my LJ peeps will buy.
Yeah, I'm not talking about like a merch store, but you know, we could
start with just one shirt to get us out there.
One shirt, get a few of them.
Let's do it.
Yeah, y'all want some shirts? Hey, y'all want to design our shirts? Just kidding, I'm going to design it.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, cool.
Maybe we can come up with a couple different design options. Put a little poll out there, see what people like the best, and that's one we go with.
Love that.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Okay, look at us go.
Great.
I'll do it this weekend.
Okay.
Cool.
Ready to get into the now?
Let's do it.
Okay. Amazing news.
Alert.
In the now world.
Yes.
The Traitors castle has been secured for filming until 2030.
2030.
So, baby, we got a lot more seasons of the Traitors coming.
That is 6 years away, in case you were wondering.
In case you can't do that math.
That's so cool. So the one for the U.S. version, I'm assuming.
Yes, with Flubly, with Alan Cumming. Flubly.
Love it.
Yeah, so I saw that and I was like, this is amazing news because I love that show and there's a lot more to come of it.
Did you ever watch the UK one?
Nope.
Oh, it's so good. It's nice that you have that, though, in the chamber.
I got it in the chamber.
If you need a little Traitors fix.
I'm still, I'm going to need it, Robin, because I'm in my Grey's Anatomy rewatch and I'm about to get to the part where I stop watching.
Yeah.
Spoiler. When a certain Mick something dies, I'll leave it at that. That's where I stop watching, and I'm about to be there in like less than 10 episodes. So
yeah,
that'll be my check off that I rewatched Grey's to where I don't like to rewatch anymore.
There you go.
So I may need another show to slot in, and that could be it.
Oh man, they need to crank them out though. I don't want to like take
that's another
6 years to watch 6 seasons.
The binge is nice.
Yeah,
the binge is nice. So that's also a good thing. Like, for me not watching it yet is like there's going to be a lot of episodes out where I can binge. Binge is fun.
Love it.
So we'll see. Okay.
What
else we got, Robin?
What else we got? Oh, our girl Ariana got another gig. So I think I mentioned...
That would be Ariana from Bravo.
Ariana Maddox from Vanderpump of Tom Scandival fame.
Yes.
Who has been on She got third on Dancing with the Stars, as we've talked about. She is on Broadway as Roxy in Chicago, as we've talked about. She's doing amazing, getting really good reviews.
Have you seen some like videos and stuff? Cool.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Cool.
And it was rumored, but then officially announced that she will now be the new host of Love Island USA.
Woohoo!
So cool. They do little, guest hosts that come in there and do little games. So she's been on there a couple times.
She's a huge fan of the show.
Huge fan of the show.
I think she's real excited.
And she has done, commercials and acting gigs and things like that. But I think this is a perfect fit for her. She's just snarky enough. She's so sweet. Like you said, she's a fan of the show, so you can tell that she cares. And my favorite host so far on the U.S. version has been Ariel, whatever her last name is.
Yes.
I think she's hilarious. I follow her.
So cute.
Yeah, and I followed her on Instagram before she even was the host of that. Like, I somehow came across her. I think her and her hubby or boyfriend, Matt, whatever his name is, are just adorable.
Yeah.
Ariel, like Vanderberg or something like that.
Yeah.
So I liked her a lot better than I liked Sarah Hyland. Sarah Hyland, who I adore,
right,
just wasn't a good fit.
She did all right.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't awful, but it wasn't,
yeah,
it didn't seem right.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like the right fit. So maybe Ariana will be a good fit.
So excited for that. And congrats to Ariana for another, put it in the W column because she is just racking them up.
Get it, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another get it, girl.
Yeah.
Beyonce's new album's out.
Oh my gosh, it's so
I was going to say, have you gotten to listen to it?
Oh my gosh, it is so good.
And
I've only listened to it in its entirety twice.
Yeah.
But man, that first listen.
Yeah. So it's
chills.
A country, and I'm going to put it in big quotation marks, country album.
I would call it like a genre bender.
Yeah. And as a country purist,
yeah,
which I'm really not because I listen to some new people, but as a country music lover, I definitely wouldn't call it a country album, but I do appreciate the hints of country throughout it.
Yeah.
And the country musical guests that she has on there.
Yes.
A little Willie Nelson, a little Dolly P, a little Dolly Parton.
Yes. I loved her rendition of Jolene. When I heard that she was
too.
going to cover that, I was like, that's badass. And how she puts her own spin on it.
Yeah, she kept the same vibe, but completely changed up, the lyrics
here and there.
And it was, oh my God, it was
and
great.
A little intro by Dolly herself before the song starts.
Yeah.
I like that she had, anytime that she was doing something, a cover or anything, she's having that person involved.
Yep.
I thought having Miley
do
what was that song? I can't remember it right now. Oh, that's gonna bother me.
No, I know the Post Malone one's Levi Jeans.
When you look it up, it's gonna bug me. I feel like it's one word. I feel like it starts with an SH. But that could be a different song on the album.
Let me look.
I just adore Miley. She's so talented.
Yeah. Yeah, she can do anything.
Yeah.
She can do any kind of genre. So the one with Miley is Two Most Wanted.
Two Most Wanted.
That
was very wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, you're saying that. I don't think that's ringing a bell.
But my favorite so far is the first one. It's American Requiem, I think it's called.
Yeah, American.
And then Protector. Oh, and it's like, I'll be your protector and I'll be your projector, like a projector as a mom. Oh, you got me.
I like my favorite, I think right now is Levi's Jeans with Post Malone.
Yeah.
It's just like it's
good.
It's a good little jam.
And Jolene,
Jolene is up there. I think
slaps.
those are my top two right now. I need to do more listening. I've only listened to it once in its like entirety and then a couple times just like picking random songs.
Yeah.
So, but
you see the memes about Jolene?
Oh my God.
It's like poor Jolene's been dragged for 100 years.
Yes. No, have you seen the ones where it's like, I could easily understand how you'd be attracted to my man is the Beyonce lyric. And then it shows a picture of Jay-Z and the caption is, I don't.
Oh, bless it. Bless his heart.
Oh,
those
crack me up.
So good.
Because I have to agree. I don't find him attractive, but teach their own.
But then she showed up at I think it was the iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Yeah,
just
one of those music
decked
awards.
out to the nines.
I respect a good country fit like that. She went all out. She was rocking it with her hair and the hat. And
all the way to the earrings.
I was digging it.
She looked amazing. I mean, she can do no wrong pretty much. But like that is just next level. Like, way to commit to the bit.
I love it.
We are here for it. We appreciate Queen Bee.
Yes, we do. And who else do we appreciate, Robin?
Man, do we appreciate some T Swift.
We sure do.
Yes, your girl is officially a billionaire with a B.
With a B.
With a big old B.
And she's the only person to have solely done it based on music.
Wow.
Yes.
That's incredible.
So not only is she a billionaire, which there's only a select few out there in the world, she's the only one to have solely done it with music.
That's incredible. I'm surprised she wasn't already one, but I guess we would have heard about it. It's a pretty big milestone.
Yeah.
Like when Kaley hit a Billy.
Yeah.
But I think somebody said she's like number 14 on the celebrity billionaire list. So, I mean, if you're out there with, I think Beyonce has like 500 million, you think she would be a billionaire.
Right.
But you combine her and Jay-Z's.
Flipping Eras tour.
Yeah.
Just this Eras tour alone.
Incredible.
Wild.
Incredible. How do they know?
I don't know. You can search any celebrity's net worth online.
I guess I just thought that was always like a little inflated, little bullshit.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, I wouldn't take it as Bible, but I mean,
like,
didn't it come out in the range? I feel like
right. Didn't it come out that Kylie isn't actually one?
Did it?
I thought it did. Like pretty shortly after.
Not gonna lie, I don't keep up with the Kardashian Jenners.
I think it was like
very much.
It was like, is she? Like, if you look at it this way, she is. If you look at it this way, she probably isn't. But whatever. I mean,
they're probably all real close.
They're not strapped for cash. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
They can do anything they want.
I think they're fine.
Let me ask you this: what would you do if you won $1 billion overnight?
Oh my God, quit my job. Retire.
Everybody would do that.
Retire.
Remote island.
I was gonna say, I think for me, I'd want to have like a couple really awesome location vacation houses.
Yeah.
Like I would be having a couple so that
100%.
I could go visit them. One that's definitely tropical in some way because that's my kind of vacation.
Same.
And then probably one that's, I'm not a skier, so nothing cold, but maybe one in like Europe or something.
Yeah.
Maybe one in Italy. I've never been to Italy, but it's on the list because I love Italian food and wine.
Yeah.
Hello.
And then like maybe like a Florida, like Keys type of situation that's closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think that would be definitely in the top things I'd want to do.
Sure.
I don't know what you got, Robin.
I mean, I pretty much same. I think I would definitely save a bunch, for the kids, put in some investments.
Of course.
And then definitely some badass houses, some badass cars.
Yeah.
I'm thinking wardrobe, baby. Like I would hire a stylist. I would make sure I had the most badass.
I got mine.
Share from Clueless type closet situation with like
Mm-hmm.
a zillion options and like a personal stylist every single day, personal chef, personal.
That's what I was going to say. Personal chef, personal trainer.
Trainer, that's the word.
And yes, a personal stylist.
Personal
would be nice.
Bartender.
Yeah, all the personal
things. I would have one.
Yeah.
And I would pay them very well and treat them very well.
Yes.
And they would become like my peeps, my posse that I could like rely on for everything because I would pay them so much money.
Yes.
Like Christmas bonus, I'd be like, here's $1 million.
Yeah.
And
I'd instantly give a lot of money to mom, dad, and sis.
Yes, friends and family. You know what I would do? My friends and I have talked about this for years. A compound of like amazing houses that maybe have like underground tunnels connecting or like over like maybe like a tree house like obstacle course type thing like connecting them. The kids can just like go up there and play.
That'd be cool.
Badass pool, hot tub situation.
Oh yeah, baby.
Like privacy if you want like your own little area yard pool, but then like a big like almost like a water park type thing in the middle with a lazy river.
Love.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'd buy our deer lease that we're on so that it can stay in the family and we can, because my dad is like the lease manager on it. So that's good, but we don't own the property. Like we pay to be on the lease. So I'd want to buy it so that it can stay with us and everyone in my family can go to the deer lease.
Still do the podcast, but we'd have like amazing studio.
We wouldn't be struggling with this mic sit.
No, we wouldn't. We could hire people to edit stuff for us. That'd be so cool. Why did we start talking about this?
Thanks, Robin, for depressing me that I'll never be a billionaire with a B.
Never say never.
Well, you're right. You got to play the lottery to win the lottery. That's what my parents are always like. What if we win the lottery? And my mom's always like, you got to play the lottery to win the lottery.
Facts.
So yeah.
So that happened.
Okay, well let's move on because I'm now upset.
Okay.
What else do we have? How do you say it?
Oh my gosh, Cicada-geddon.
I struggle with that.
I didn't notice it in the moment, but Kaley was saying Armageddon instead of Armageddon for her movie.
Armageddon.
Cicada-geddon. So the eclipse is happening today when this comes out.
Yes.
And they're saying that
there.
there's good luck out there. I hope everybody enjoys it or enjoyed it, depending on when you're listening. It's going to be really cool. I'm super excited for it. We're in the path of totality, so very excited. But they're saying that I had you write it down if you want to get it out.
Oh, yes.
2 different like species or something of cicadas.
Are you ready for this?
100 trillion? 100 trillion cicadas are supposed to like be awoken from underground or something.
After the eclipse, 2 generations of over 100 trillion cicadas will emerge for the first time since 1803.
I don't know if that's real news or fake news. It showed up on my Instagram. Can you imagine?
No, like I'm staying inside.
They're so gross. They cling to the trees, and then their little shells are on the ground, and they make that super loud noise. It's just the beginning of the end, people. Keep an eye out on the horizon for those horsemen.
That's what I'm saying. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, and that is really some end of time shit.
I only saw it on one Instagram post. I feel like people would be talking about this more broadly if it were true.
I really hope it's not true. I really hope it's not true.
So gird your loins.
Okay. Okay, wait. I have one more super exciting thing.
Oh, yeah.
There is going to be a Legally Blonde spinoff show with Reese Witherspoon.
A show?
Yes, a show. And it's Reese Witherspoon in the lead role.
Cool.
So it's not like they're doing anything that I'm going to be pissed off about.
Do you know if it's Apple TV or is it HBO?
They haven't said the network, but it's the same creators and writers of Gossip Girl.
Oh, man. Ooh.
Yeah, baby.
I bet they're in bidding wars for that one.
That's very exciting.
That is incredible.
Yeah, I saw
So
that.
it's like just in like
It's
pre-production.
very early. I have no other information but that. But
Awesome.
that was exciting enough for me to mention.
Like Reese Witherspoon as Elle Woods,
Yes.
like at her age now.
Yes. Come on.
Oh,
Come
chef's
on, baby.
kiss. That is exciting.
Yes. So I'll keep you updated if I hear anything else on that.
Very cool.
Okay.
All right.
You know what it's time for?
It's time for
Watch It, Weirdo. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Watch It, Weirdo.
Watch
I
It, Weirdo.
had When Harry Met Sally.
Yes, you did.
Let me pull out my notes.
Okay.
Okay. First off, we're continuing with the Sally theme. Needed to call that out.
Whoa.
So Sally
Spooky.
from Practical Magic, Sally from this, and my frogs that were named Sally. So
Dang, I don't know what the names are in this next
one.
Dang.
Okay. So first note is the hair.
Ugh.
The hairspray. She's in the car.
Oh, yeah.
She's like spraying it. And I'm like,
Meg Ryan in this movie.
She's the cutest human.
So cute.
No, I wrote that down probably 5 times of how freaking precious
Yes.
Meg Ryan is in this movie.
Yeah.
Like every hairstyle throughout the years, she's just cute.
She's so cute.
So cute. I will say this before I get into my notes. I liked it.
Good.
I really did like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it in like my top.
Right. But if it was on, would you watch it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
It's one of those, like, if it comes on in the hotel room.
You know, and I got to tell you why I don't have such strong lovey on it.
Okay.
I don't really like him.
Billy Crystal?
Yeah.
He's not for everyone.
Yeah. And he wasn't the most likable character.
Do you like Seinfeld?
I do like Seinfeld. Not as much as Friends, but I do like Seinfeld.
I feel like Billy Crystal gives me like Jerry Seinfeld kind of.
I like Seinfeld. I'm not obsessed with Seinfeld though.
Right.
So here we are.
Yeah.
So I think that would be the only, because I was trying to come up with like, why did I not be in love with this movie?
Right. I
And
mean, he's
think
a little
it's
obnoxious.
Like, he's obnoxious.
Supposed to be.
He just, yeah, I
Did
know.
you think in your head as you were watching it, Mike Wazowski?
No.
He's Mike Wazowski.
Oh my God. I didn't even realize.
He's done a lot of voices.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, he's probably got quite the resume, actually.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't, he just wasn't doing it for me character wise and just in general. I think that be like my only knock.
Yeah, he's not like a hunk by any means.
Yeah. He didn't do it for me. Anyway, let me continue on with my notes here. 18 hours in a car with a complete stranger?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
No.
That's bold.
That's what happens in the 70s
I know.
or whatever.
Everyone needed a ride back then.
Needed a ride. Hitchhiking.
People were hitchhiking back
They're
then.
just out here with their thumbs out. They
that's
stayed out there with their thumbs out.
Crazy. Okay, so this came up multiple times in the movie, so I thought, good discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, do you think a man can be friends with a woman that he finds attractive?
Yes.
I think so too.
Obviously. Yeah.
But that was like brought up so many times in the movie.
I think there's different circumstances. Like if both parties are single, I could see that getting a little tricky if one's attracted and the other one isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if even one party, let's say the woman's in a committed relationship, let's say she's married.
Mm-hmm.
She has no romantic interest in that other guy, but they're good friends. Sure, he can find her attractive, but like they both know nothing's ever going to come from that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I felt very strongly when it was getting brought up. I was like, you definitely can.
Yeah.
But it was interesting that it got brought up multiple times throughout the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I loved flashing to the old people telling their funny stories as couples. Very cute.
So cute.
Love that. And I loved how at the end they flashed to them talking about it. I thought that was great. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
The matchmaker friend with the freaking swatches of boys was cracking me up.
Yeah.
She's like, let me look through my Rolodex of boys that I can hook you up with. That was cracking me up. I don't know her name.
I couldn't tell you right now.
It was so funny. Why is she so dang cute, Miss Meg Ryan? That was my next note. Robin, her being particular about ordering made me think of you so much. I was like, this is Robin
That's
ordering.
how I order at restaurants.
Yes. I was like, that
I just
is
love the
so
way she
Robin.
carries herself in that scene. But then, obviously she does the moment where the other lady goes, I'll have what she's having. So I just love that.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
I haven't gotten there. That because the first of her ordering particularly was in the diner during their road trip. And then it happened like 3 more times throughout the movie. But every time I was like, this is so Robin. Robin orders.
I identify heavily with Meg Ryan in this movie.
Yes. I wrote down, proud to partake in your
that's one of my favorite things to quote.
Because you say
proud to partake in your pecan pie.
Robin says that shit all the time. So it's nice to actually see the origin of it. So thank you for that.
I feel like that was probably an improvised thing that Billy Crystal just did.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
So funny.
I wrote, not the fake orgasm combo. Her doing it in the middle of a restaurant. Girl, it was like a long one.
Yeah.
Like, I was
so funny.
We get the point. Please stop. Like,
so that's a real, like deli diner place in New York. And they have like that table, like a sign over it that's like, this is where Meg Ryan sat.
Oh my
during
God.
that scene.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, that was a really, like, I got it 2 seconds in.
I wonder how many takes.
She did it for like a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And also I was like, this is just such a classic combo with
So
men that
funny.
think that never happens.
It's so
Hilarious.
funny.
Hilarious.
I wonder how many takes they had her do of that. Like maybe after the first one, she was like, if that wasn't it.
It doesn't get better than that.
And then y'all are being men right now because that was my best performance. Let me tell you that much.
No, she crushed. It was just really long. And I was like, oh my
so
God,
long,
oh my God.
So funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I love it.
And then I wrote down the girl crying in her bed, what's wrong with me? So sad. I feel like we've all been there. We've all had a moment.
Yeah.
When she was saying that, I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
that made my little heart.
Yep.
Then I was completely shook when they banged and he acted all weird after.
Yep.
I did not think that was going to happen.
The audacity of men.
I was so confused because I was like, oh my God, yay, it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, but what the heck? Why is he acting like that? That kind of threw me for a loop.
They got to make you feel real pit of despair there and make you feel like they're these two crazy kids.
And then I wrote down, because she asked her friend what his new girl looked like. And she says, thin, pretty, big tits, your basic nightmare.
Classic.
That made me laugh too.
Classic.
And then I wrote down Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve. And all I can think of is friends and the routine.
The routine.
So that made me excited. And then to tie it back to A League of Their Own, which who knew this was going to happen? The ending song is It Had to Be You.
Oh,
That's what Marla Hooch sings drunkenly.
It had to be you. Woo, 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 woo.
Exactly. So I was like, oh my God, Marla Hooch.
You.
Yeah, exactly. And then at
Some
the end,
others I'll see.
Okay. Such a good scene.
I love that movie.
Oh.
And then my last note is I got chills and I teared up at the end. It was so sweet.
So
the last
sweet.
like them getting together scene and her saying, you make it so hard to hate you. And then they mac on each other and it's cute.
Oh, it like made me.
I know.
So good.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I did like it. I think my only knock would be I just didn't like him that much. But the
kind of a prick.
The overall movie was good though. I really did like
Good.
it. So my 3 words. I wrote them down.
3 words.
I wrote down hair because it was just every few years when they showed her, I was like,
your hair is everywhere. That was the song I was trying to think of earlier from Dashboard Confessionals.
Okay. Well, hair,
Confessional.
pecan pie, and sweet because I
Love
thought it
it.
was very sweet.
Pecan pie is one word in this instance.
Yeah, I put a dash.
Nice.
We're gonna dash that so it can be.
I'm like, what?
We're working. We're doing what we can here.
Okay.
All right. So, Robin, talk to me.
Blink, blink.
Dun dun dun.
So I didn't watch it. Really,
Shaking my head.
really off to a great start here. It's just
We're on the second watch it weirdo, and she's already not watching.
something about a blue Paul Giamatti just wasn't really like calling my name this week. So I owe y'all an apology.
Can't wait to see what this is going to look like.
I owe y'all an apology. So that will be happening soon for me to apologize for not watching my Watch It Weirdo. And I will be socially
shamed.
social shamed.
Well,
So it'll carry over.
Yeah, it'll carry over. I watched it.
Okay.
So I'm
Way
not
to
going
go.
to say anything much
Okay.
besides, oh my God, I forgot how much I loved this movie. It's
Okay.
probably been at least 15 years.
Okay.
Robin, I'm talking laugh out loud.
Okay.
Like, Lizzie is iconic and I love Lizzie and it holds a special place in my heart.
Right.
This one was literally making me laugh out loud. So I think you're going to love it.
Okay. I'll watch it.
I have
to now.
It was, yeah, you have to.
Okay. I will.
It was so good. So I'm going to leave it at that.
All right. And your movie for next week
Oh, yes.
is Sleepless in Seattle.
Ooh.
Have you seen it?
Nope. Again, same thing with When Harry Met Sally. Scenes here and there.
You're going to like this one probably better because
Why am I going to?
it's still Meg Ryan, but it's also Tom Hanks.
Oh, okay.
I could be so wrong.
Like they're not in it? Has it been that long for you?
Yeah. They're in it.
You want me to look?
They're in it. I'm just thinking like You've Got Mail, but that's why it was such a
Well, I
big deal
thought-
because they were back together.
Okay, because I was going to say, I think that one is,
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'm going to look it up right
It's
now.
definitely them. It's them.
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I won't
Okay.
spend too much time.
Okay.
But, okay.
There we go.
Great. I can't wait. I'll
Yay.
report back and can't wait to see what your apology is going to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Me neither.
All right. You ready to go to the Rex?
Let's go to the Rex. All right. So my rec, will you get out your phone, please, and
I
open up the
Sure can.
application Instagram
Oh, the old Insty.
by Meta.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you've seen this account because it's been coming across my feed before I gave it a follow, but now I'm obsessed. Like I look at them all the time. I've scrolled. I'm going to be really sad when I reach the beginning of the posts. Have you heard of the account Rockstar
Not off the top.
or the Rockstar? It's
Okay.
it's RXCKSTXR.
RX. Okay.
And then just get that phone up near the mic and play one of the first
Hold on,
videos
it's loading.
that looks like it's not like him, not like a pinned one where he's like, thanks for my new sponsorship.
This one, I'm guessing.
Yep. And then
Okay,
make
tell me
sure
which one.
your volume's on.
The second one down?
Yep.
All right.
Kind of hold it up by your mic.
You always home. So you know I'm 91 in dog years and I got a thyroid problem. What's wrong? You ready to go outside? No. Come on. I'm coming. Give me a second. You need motivation? No. You want a milk bone? Stop. How about Baby Street? Stop. Yeah. You know you want these
So, okay. You get the gist. Have you
Yeah.
seen those before?
Yes.
So he's the most iconic of the voiceover for pet videos or animal videos.
Uh-huh.
He is just so funny, and he does all the voices. Like if you start watching him, you'll think like, oh, there's a female voice actor on this. Nope,
It's
all him.
Wow.
Just the creative, funny little things that these animals say to each other and back to their owners. And he does different. Some of them have like a similar theme of the voices, but I mean, he's really got a range.
Mm-hmm.
So highly recommend. Go
Okay.
check it out if you just need something light, quick little laugh,
I'm
quick
gonna follow it.
quick little chuckle. Go check out Rockstar, spelled with the X's for the vowels, and you will not be sorry.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good one.
Thanks.
All right, mine is
Yep.
an album.
Yeah.
Kasey. Kasey girl.
I haven't listened yet.
Oh, Robin. Kasey Musgraves just came out with her new album, Deeper Well.
Mm.
And let me tell you, I've been living in it for the
Good.
last couple weeks.
Oh, wow.
It's really, really good.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yes. It's just like I've been a fan of her since she began her early country days.
Yeah.
This is not that.
Yeah.
But I still really like the vibe. It's
How do you compare it to her last album? Because her last album
I
was
didn't-
definitely a different vibe.
I didn't like her last album.
It wasn't my favorite. I listened to it a lot, but not the same.
Different vibe.
Yeah.
It's kind of similar-ish to Golden Hour,
Okay.
but it's like ethereal
Yeah.
and but it's not all super slow.
Yeah.
I just really, really have liked it
Okay.
a lot. So my favorite songs are Deeper Well, the title track.
Okay.
It's my favorite by
Mhm.
far. Really, really good. My second favorite is Giver/Taker.
Okay.
And then my third favorite is Lonely Millionaire.
Okay.
So I want you to go listen and tell me what your favorites are on the next episode.
All right.
But Kasey Musgraves' new album is my rec. It's amazing.
I cannot
Just
wait.
like really great, ethereal, chill music.
You can
but
tell
not
by
super
the-
slow.
like the promos that she's been putting out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's lovely. And her voice just
She's
scratches something in my brain. I don't know.
she is just perfection. Like
Mhm.
it's just her whole vibe, her gorgeous face and
Oh, I wrote
style
down-
and everything, and then her hair, and then just her voice is like butter. It's like queso.
Yes. I wrote down this lyric because I just love it, and it's from the title track. It's no regrets, baby. I just think that maybe it's natural when things lose their shine so other things can glow. And I just, I'm not going to sing it in her voice because I will not even do any
I'm
justice.
excited.
But that lyric just, I love it.
Love it.
So y'all check it out.
All right.
All right. I think that's all we got.
All right. That's all we have. Make sure, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Make sure to
Thanks
give
for
us
being here.
a follow and a review in all the places. We really
Yep.
appreciate it.
Yep. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, TikTok.
And we will see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.